So how's it going? I suppose if you're watching this video, then you're probably already a fan of the modified world. So I guess that leaves not a whole hell of a lot of introductions for me. I'm JC Potts, Senior Piercer at Pangea Piercing and the host of the Modified World, the world's #1 weekly web show about body modification. Yeah, and I've had a dream ever since I was a little kid to be a race car driver. And, well, like most people though, you know, despite the fact that I try to dress nice, look nice, and have fancy body jewelry and stuff like that, man, let me tell you, body piercer is not a job that makes you a ton of money. So, I really never got to engage in, like, you know, real motorsport. I've been riding go-karts since I was 4, motorcycles since I was 8, had a car since I was 14. I've never even owned a front-wheel drive car. I don't even waste my time with it. I've always had front engine, rear wheel drive, manual transmission, inline 6 cars, specifically E30s. If you guys have been watching for a while, you know I love my old BMWs. And that's kind of where all this started coming from. I needed to go visit my family, and it's been, for lots of reasons, a little tough for me to rent cars in the past. So instead of renting them, hell, I just buy them. So I got on the enthusiast boards because the E30s have a large enthusiast community behind them. And I found this guy right here. This is known as the Chalkboard E30. That's right, it's internet famous too. This car was originally a $400 car heading to the junkyard in Oklahoma. And a fellow who is an engineer bought it and saved it. Got it up and running, fixed a few things, gave it that chalkboard paint job, and then drove it all over the place. It's got more fans than I do. Well, that might be true, might not be true. It depends on what you mean by it all. But one way or the other, the car was fairly well known, and I felt like it was a pretty good deal because it already had a bunch of work done, and it's a Southern rust-free car, which is nice. So, plan is, we want to cage it, fix the things that are broke on it, you know, upgrade a couple little things here and there, and then go out and give it our best shot at SCCA Rallycross and Rally America stage rallies. That's right, 2-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive on dirt. Why? Because stupid. Because awesome. Does it really need much of an explanation? Giant rooster tails of dirt flying around corners and stuff like that. If that doesn't pump your nads, then I really can't help you. You know, admittedly too, I know it'll appeal more to the male presenting audience, but, you know, one way or the other, it's still interesting stuff. Because once again, the story, it's not even really about racing. The story is about just some dumb white trash guy from Oklahoma who had a dream and not really a lot of money. And through perseverance and just being too stubborn to quit, I'm intending to show you exactly how far you can go just off of a dream and a lot of f***ing leg work. I have no illusions. I know it's going to be a tough slog. First off, rear-wheel drive isn't exactly the most efficient way of getting around a rally course. My Impreza would honestly do a lot better on that, but I'm not gonna lie, if I go out and try to compete in all-wheel drive, I'm gonna get pwned, and that's not good. So, we're gonna do naturally aspirated 2-wheel drive and see what happens. Why is it that I think I can do this? Well, because of internet notoriety. You know, at the end of the day, racing is more about sponsorships and publicity, media coverage, than it is about the racing anyway. And I know that sounds terrible, but that's a fact. You know, nobody watches Ken Block because he finishes races. They watch Ken Block because he crashes spectacularly. Now, we don't want to crash spectacularly. We don't want to crash at all, because we don't have Ford and Monster money behind us saying, oh, here, have another $250,000 car, JC. Ain't gonna be like that. No, my strategy is to compete all 9 Rally America stage events next year, hopefully, and just finish races. If I finish races and I don't crash, and I'm definitely not going to be the slowest guy out there, then we should do okay. And I'll have a lot of fun doing it. And plus, I have a proven track record, not necessarily of getting podium finishes in automotor sports, but I do have a proven track record of getting views on the interwebs and getting that phone ringing. So, that in mind, over the coming weeks, you'll be seeing us building the car and harassing advertisers and convincing rich people to give us their ducats. Because first off, I know that I've got viewers that, are marketing people in large corporations. Possibly you sell a product online. Possibly you have a Southeast Michigan-based business. Either way, you want to talk to us. If you're trying to sell a product or a service to boys between the ages of 15 and 35, you want to talk to us. You might even, we can probably even sell things to girls too, but it's been a proven thing that motorsports is definitely a boys' land. One way or the other. It's another opportunity for us to make sweet videos that don't involve piercing, It'll be nice. So maybe you hate what I have to say with body piercing, but hey, one way or the other, you'll still like what I do when it comes to racing and the other stuff that goes along with it. So, subscribe, man. Throw me a subscription. It'll be interesting, if anything, just to watch the progression of what happens. Where do I go? Who do we meet? Who do we talk to? How bad do I crash? Heck, there could be a lot of different stuff. You never know. So, please, stop by next week. We'll have some more stuff for you. I'm JC. This is the Chalkboard E30. And hopefully we don't do anything too stupid.